Hi! Today we're going to be reading Caps for Sale by Esfer Slobodkina. We're going to work on this sound, and then we're also going to listen for the word for. That comes up a lot in this story. Caps for Sale. This is one of my very favorite books. I love this book. It has hats, it has a man taking a nap, and it has monkeys, and it's just great. Once there was a peddler who sold caps, but he was not like an ordinary peddler carrying his wares on his back. He carried them on top of his head, right there. First he had on his own checked cap, and then a bunch of gray caps, and then a bunch of brown caps, and then a bunch of blue caps, and on the very top a bunch of red caps. He walked up and down the streets, holding himself very straight so as not to upset his caps. As he went along, he called, "Caps! Caps! Caps for sale! 50 cents a cap!" One morning, he couldn't sell any caps. He walked down the street calling, "Caps! Caps! Caps for sale! 50 cents a cap!" But nobody wanted any caps that morning. He began to feel very hungry, but he had no money for lunch. "I think I'll go for a walk in the country," he said. And he walked out of town slowly, so as not to upset his caps. That's right, with a good k sound. He walked there's our word again. He walked for a long time until he came to a great big tree. "That's a nice place for a rest," thought he, and he sat down very slowly under the tree, and he leaned back little by little against the tree trunk so as not to disturb the caps on his head. And then he put his hand up to feel if they were all straight on his head. First his own checked cap, and then the gray caps, and then the brown caps, and then the blue caps, and then right on top the red caps. They were all there, so he went to sleep, and he slept there's our word again, for a long time. Oh, when he woke up, he was refreshed and rested. What else? Do you see something else in that picture? But before standing up, he felt with his hand to make sure his caps were in the right place, but all he felt was his own checked cap. Ooh. He looked to the right of him, no caps. He looked to the left of him, no caps. He looked in the back of him, no caps, and he looked behind the tree, no caps. Then he looked up in the tree, and what do you think he saw? Ooh, on every branch sat a monkey, and on every monkey was a gray or a brown or a blue or a red cap. The peddler looked at the monkeys, and the monkeys looked at the peddler. He didn't know what to do. Finally, he spoke to them. "You monkeys, you," shaking his finger like this, "you monkeys, you give me back my caps." But the monkeys only shook their fingers back at him, saying, their little monkey tones and voices. This made the peddler angry, so he shook both hands at them like this, and he said, "You monkeys, you give me back my caps." But the monkeys only shook both their hands at him and said, Now he felt quite angry, and he stamped his foot. And he said, "You monkeys, you better give me back my caps." But the monkeys only stamped their feet. And what did they say? All those monkey sounds. By this time, the peddler was really very, very angry. He stamped both his feet and he shouted, "You monkeys, you must give me back my caps." But the monkeys only stamped both of their feet and looked back at him and said, At last he became so angry that he pulled off his own cap and he threw it on the ground, and he began to walk away. What are those monkeys going to do? Oh, but then each monkey pulled off his cap. There's a red and a blue and a gray and a brown and a red and a gray. Each monkey pulled off his cap, and all the gray caps and all the brown caps and all the blue caps and all the red caps came flying down out of the tree. So the peddler picked up his caps and he put them back on his head. First his own checked cap, and then the gray caps, and then the brown caps, and then the blue caps, and then the red caps on the very top. And slowly he walked back to town calling, "Caps! Caps for sale! 50 cents a cap!" Pretty good. That is a great story. That's a really good story. I love those monkeys, and I love that peddler, and I love those caps. All right. I hope you like this one, and you can listen to it some more and practice those things that we practiced today. Bye-bye.